And we are live. Yo, this is Set with Setting Comedian, man. I'm back in the building, back with my favorite female co-host. Let's get ready to do this reaction, because we got Andrew Wilson once again flawlessly, I ain't gonna lie, just flawlessly beating these women in these debates. And, well, destroying their logic. Let's go.
I came from a entryway to this pathway and I was single. And then I met someone who partook in that journey with me in the frame that he became my long-term relationship for 3 years.
Not the fucking journey again.
Okay.
Did you do another fucking journey? How many journeys have you done? Everything's not a fucking journey. Nobody took the journey to own. What the hell? What is this journey? Why is every woman have nothing but journeys? They took the journey with. It's not a journey.
Yeah.
You weren't just a small town girl living in a lonely world.
I'm sorry. Like, it wasn't that dramatic for you. You just did some BS. It was not a journey. It took no self-reflection for you to really do this.
Okay? You weren't her. It's not a fucking journey. All right, go ahead.
Nonetheless, with the first initial 3 years of this job, I was with somebody who passionately was supportive of it. And so now, in turn, around January, I left that person. And unfortunately,
I believe she's talking about her OF career, that type of stuff. Yeah.
Fortunately, I've come to face the realities of dating and the culture of men who have separate expectations and separate experiences in dating, and that of as well what they are comfortable with in terms of either my past or as well my present with OnlyFans. And with that, fortunately, I've met many great men, and not people that I'm dating actively or any of that format, but just people that I've encountered and who I've been with in any relation to friendship as well. And with that, I've learned it is not necessarily forgivable in sense where certain things, of course, cross boundaries, even my own, of my past with OnlyFans.
Damn, hold on. Whoa. You tell me she did shit that she regretted. Like, man. So,
I bet.
Man, and you tell me that, there's some guys who just look at you and just be like, I can't do it. Like, you're a great girl and all. You cool. We vibe, but... Man, that just sucks. I guess we just ain't meant to be, because I just can't do that. If you regret it, oh, Lord knows he don't want to see it.
But a lot of people are understanding and capable of grasping why I made these decisions, why I proceeded with certain activities or certain content media, etc. For instance, I filmed Boy Girl for a short period of time with my partner of a long term. We expect.
You stupid. So you just... She did Boy Girl pretty much. Yeah, she did that with her boyfriend in 3 years. So that means there's hella footage of you and your ex just getting it on for the next nigga to see, or I'm gonna be real with you, for the next guy she with, for the trolls to torture him with videos of it.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for you.
Set yourself up.
For the wooski, for real.
Marriage, we expected engagement, we expected all of these things. And so for that, when I speak of that to any man who I'm even considering to be in a dating relationship with, they get that explanation and they grasp typically why I would have done so. Considering marriage is on the table and all these things, they understand that. Regardless,
I've got to ask. I have to, okay? Wasn't your journey just about money? Wasn't it just a money journey? You were just taking a journey for some fucking cash? Like, is it really, like, you over-complexify the shit out of this, right? Is it really that complex? You wanted a bunch of fucking money, and if you showed your, naked body, you got a bunch, right? It's pretty simple, isn't it? Isn't that the whole journey?
Pretty simple, yes. I mean, if we're not extracting any of the information as for what the money was purposeful for, what my intention with the money was. Yes, my goal was I will post images or videos of my body, whether it be nude or not, and from there we'll get money. Yes, completely. That is 100% what the agreement
Can I tell you something about this?
At least she honest. At least she didn't say, oh, it was my way of expressing myself as art. Yeah, at least she didn't say that bullshit. Like, boy, thank God.
So it was a journey to get a bunch of money by taking your clothes off, right? Like, isn't that the journey? Hang on, it's not the hero's tale. This is not that journey. This is the journey of taking off the clothes for the money. That's the journey here, right?
That was the journey that I took. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That I
All right,
perceived.
that's fair. That's fair.
You said earlier that you were in a relationship and it was accepted and he initiated, right? You have to understand a guy or a man that initiates something like that within the relationship, is a disguise pimp.
Well, no.
Okay.
Let me formulate this. I made my decision to pursue OnlyFans.
She's pretty much
upon
saying
my-
her ex was like a disguised pimp on her. She's like, your
Yeah.
ex seen an opportunity. He got with you, pimped you out, and knew for a fact that he could never date you himself.
Yeah.
Like, man, or never will commit to you. So he dated her, but he never committed
He
to
used
her.
her.
Yep, for the bag, and they probably earned a lot together. He got himself a nice 6 figures, earned some good investments, and bounced. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. Don't need you no more. Now that I
discretion prior to this person's involvement in my life dating format. So this was entirely my decision.
But it doesn't matter. I want to tell you something. If you were next to a good man with values, even if you initiated it and even if you want to do it, he would persuade you from doing this kind of thing. Because now you're young, you're beautiful, But what's going to happen after 10, 20 years when you no longer have this value in the market and then you have that past? And you explained also something earlier. You said when you meet a man, you explain it to them the right way, why it happened. It doesn't matter what you explain. If it's a high value man, this stain in your record, you understand what I mean? And you could never take it away. No money you do.
Yeah, the only type of man's gonna take you is a desperate man, a man that knew he couldn't get you unless you had this type of tainted history, and that's the sad reality of it.
Could erase that thing.
I completely agree. I think it tainted, in a sense, who I am and who I appear to be. That's by
I'm
no
not
means
trying
something-
to
No, of course.
go
I think I'm
Just
very
go.
open and honest about my experiences with it. So I know
should.
it taints the image that I have and the image that I hold with any potential partners and friends and any comrades of any format. So I understand that.
Do you still do it?
I still do it.
Whoa!
So,
Why do you?
Hold on. No lessons learned. You still doing it. So she's still just getting it on camera. And then wonder why she can't get a high value man. Well, no, she knows why. It's just that, okay, if you know why, then like, I don't know, like, what do you do after that? Like, what do females do when you know you're just cut off from the men that you truly want? Ooh, I could only imagine.
You do. I'm just curious. Like, what is your
In come the
I
baby
heard you say
males.
money.
Yeah, of course. I think simple basis, everybody does something for money typically.
Yeah.
With any job and any occupation that you choose. Of course,
Yeah.
passion. Initially, it was for money. It later drove into passion of discovery of self. And yes, I know we can talk into
What?
journey.
What?
discovery of yourself.
Was it the discovery of all the shit that you can buy that made yourself happy? Was that the
She found
great
herself.
discovery of self?
She
Did
found
you
herself.
find yourself at a department store when you were spending a bunch of fucking money that you made? Like,
But
I mean, honestly.
I'm curious
Let's be real.
I can fix her.
So,
Just
I'm
kidding.
curious about that. I have one question. I'm very curious. Are you saving? You preparing to your future?
yes.
Or you're
So,
just going to spend and doing shopping? Because if you're doing this and putting this stain in your life, at least buy real estate,
Yeah.
save, and don't have kids because your kid's gonna suffer.
Damn, that's
Whoa. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, she a little too real for that. Like,
Yeah.
I think she was gonna. That came out of nowhere. I didn't think she was gonna hit her with that. That's some shit that I was thinking, but a lot of women don't say that to me. Like, yeah, don't have kids because,
Yeah.
bro,
She was a real one for that one.
your kid will never be able to win any argument in life. Not in life, because somebody will be able to come up and show them a video of you. And here's the thing, though. You published it online, so it's damn near legal to show to your son, and now your son's seeing you getting your cheeks clapped by some random guy that that was your mom's boyfriend, but no longer your mom's boyfriend, so it's not your dad. And now you find out that your mom's, well, she is kind of a 304. And no kid want to get traumatized like that. Actually, the kid wouldn't even want to go to school no more knowing that.
Yeah.
Like, you might as well just go ahead and send your kid to, like, homeschool, boarding school, in another country that speaks another language, preferably.
That's
Can we go back? Hang on. Can we go back to
it's true.
Listen,
I
I
mean,
have to
in
go back
terms
to
of
this real quick. When did it stop being about making a bunch of fucking money because simps pay you money to see your naked body to a journey of when did it become self-discovery? Now it's about me trying to get in touch with my inner what? Your inner what?
Sexual needs? Not necessarily sexual needs. So inner just.
That's what I want to know too. Though, like, wait, what really was this all for? Cause
inner peace and inner
you ain't getting too
tranquility.
much out of it at
myself,
the end of the day.
So.
Hang on, let her finish.
So, for instance, I struggled with insecurities all of my life, anxiety a lot, and I didn't recognize it until I got older. As well, the biggest insecurity.
Hold on, insecurity and anxiety, and you were on camera? Like, that don't even make sense.
It doesn't.
Like, hold on, like, no. You blaming it on that stuff, but nah. You had all the confidence in the world because you was making all the money.
Your biggest anxiety that I dealt with my life was supporting my parents. Neither of my parents were able to support themselves for a long time. And still continue to struggle, unfortunately. And so for that's what drives me most to continue this work, is to help.
So then, hang on. By this proxy, I assume that your parents are very much on board with your OnlyFans career?
They are, thankfully.
Both you. So your dad is okay?
I feel so sad.
They're not in the sense where they want their daughter to be doing all these.
They just want to profit off of you.
They do.
That's sad.
It's
That's
sad.
The reality is that's really sad.
So hang on. I just want to make sure I got this clear. You sit down with your old man who just adores you. You're his little girl, the pride of his eye, the jewel that he always wanted. And he sits down with you and he's like, look, me and your mom, we just can't afford.
I'm gonna be real with you. She's a damn lie. She knows she ain't had to do that.
Yeah.
Her parents live a pretty comfortable life. They gave her a comfortable enough life to go out and do this. I'm gonna be real with you. If she lived a poor enough life, trust me, she wouldn't be doing this right now. I'm gonna be real with you. Because when you live a poor enough life and your parents kind of give you a stable one, you kind of don't disrespect them by doing this. I'm like, she kind of had a middle-class lifestyle, but she was never able to get the Dior and the Louis Vuitton that she's able to get now. And I think that's why she's calling her parents poor. She's like, oh, no, your parents are not poor. Your parents just aren't rich. Because there's just no way. There's no way.
To support ourselves, I need you to some dudes on camera. Can you do that for me? Like, that's never actually happened. Right?
No. So, if I can formulate it properly.
All right.
Please. I made this decision upon my own discretion. I was, I believe, 18 and a half, 19 at that point. I made this decision because I was witnessing what was going on at home. My parents were separated. They do not live together. They've been separate for a long time. Regardless, neither of my parents were doing well. My mom had just been left by her husband. And at that point as well, my father was wondering about everything else with his life and with his marriage. Nonetheless, it led me to what can I do to ensure that not only am I safe, but either parent is safe, whatever goes on with them. So that was my
decision. So it was like, damn, so you just got a right to be a hoe now? All of a sudden, just because your parents are going through a tough time, you didn't learn that as a time to be resilient and be responsible for yourself. You say, let me go be a hoe and make some money. For them, or frame it in that mindset, even though, they're probably not getting the vacations that you're getting. They're not getting the designer that you're getting. They're at best, they're probably getting a little $500. So they're not benefiting as much as she is, obviously.
Is he working?
He works.
What's he do?
He works in sales, just for a cell phone company.
And does your mom work?
So if your dad could push a button tomorrow, like let's say we got two buttons. Mm-hmm. Button one, you stop doing OnlyFans and he's left to his own means. Or button two, you continue to do OnlyFans and then kind of say, well, here's some money, Dad. Which button does Dad push, one or two?
I think both parents would push the discontinuation of the job.
Yeah, the discontinuation. So the thing is that
they're not fully...
While for you, the actualization of taking care of both the parents might be some kind of like coping motivation, your parents themselves, if they don't want it, how is it good for them for you to do that on their behalf? In fact, like I'm trying to think of this from my perspective. So let's say a daughter of mine comes to me and is like, Dad, you're kind of broke. You're kind of broke. You're just not making it, But here's the thing. I've got this camera, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hump some dudes on this camera, and other dudes are going to pay me a bunch of money while they masturbate to that. and then we're going to get you out of this poverty situation. I would fucking lose my mind and go, no, I would rather die in the gutter broke with people literally spitting on me than ever see you do that.
Bro.
Is your dad like me?
I think I low-key stand with that. Like, I stand on that. Like, bro, I would feel the same way. I would rather die. You're like, bro, go ahead and throw me in the gutter with the Ninja Turtles at that point. Nah. If it meant doing that, then have my daughter out there doing that type of work, you know, disgracing herself and my last name like that, then yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll take the streets.
No, he's not.
Literally, you sacrificed yourself.
Whoa.
You sacrificed yourself, and instead of your parents telling you, I don't want you to sacrifice your future, yourself, your body, they literally push you there. Honestly, I wish I would be your mother. I would never let you do it.
What would you do? Would you smack her? Whoa, sorry.
I would, yes, sorry. I'll tell you what I would do. I would tell you what I would do if she was my daughter.
But it sounds like your motivation was financial security and financial stability, so I understand that too.
I come from a place that it's very, very much taboo, this stuff. I'm not going to tell you that a lot of Israeli girls, even Muslim girls, do it today because, you know, the world, it comes and it happens, you know. But for me, it's a super taboo. And if you were my daughter, I would protect you even if I have to clean houses, do whatever I can. I would never let you do it. And if you ever want advice, I'm always here for you.
Thank you. I mean, I appreciate all of the concern. And I do.
Mia, did you say that your parents were kind of absent in your life as well, and they were not were there super?
No, so my parents were a part of my life. My dad was a part
therapy
of my life.
session.
Also,
like they were involved in
they're both
training you, or
they're
they
just
had
completely separated themselves. That's all. So they broke up when I was 2.
Oh, y'all became so
They
broke.
broke up when she was 2.
Y'all became so broke that they banked on her daughter. And here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If it was in them to do that, then of course it would be in her daughter to do that. Like, if your parents ain't had too much of a more ethical pass that down to their daughter?
That's the only
So
distinction.
it matches up.
My parents were both involved in my life.
They seem selfish.
It's
Well, okay.
Well, hang on. Listen, you're ascribing motivation here where it doesn't belong. So, like, look,
Bro.
Just talking me to you, I got to know this, okay? You see, you've engaged in good faith all night. It's been enjoyable to have these combos with you. This is the part where they get a little bit kind of sticky and tough, right? I get that because we have totally different worldviews.
Of course.
But diving into this, you can't be serious and honest here with me that your dad would prefer, or that you can use it as a coping mechanism, that I take care of mom and dad, and that's why I just have to do the OnlyFans. That's ridiculous,
It wasn't,
right?
but from the beginning, you said
Hang on.
did
Let her respond.
Or yeah, she knows where I'm getting at this. She made this decision, alone.
I made this decision both initially for myself, and it also, of course, had the alignment to trying to figure out what's going on with my family.
But you had no guidance.
Man, you should start a group. Hang on. You should start a group for woman-splaining, because when we're in the middle of a conversation, she came in and woman-splained for you. What she really meant was blah, blah, blah.
No, I was just stating what she said. It wasn't her parents.
It doesn't matter. She didn't have guidance.
You had an entire group devoted to stopping the mansplaining, and here you are.
I wasn't mansplaining. I was, yeah, and you can.
She had normal parents, not normal, but good parents that really care for her, that would protecting her and avoiding this and not push her to the fire just because they're financially bad. When I got to America and got divorced, I was sleeping in the car with my son until I made it because I didn't want to go and sleep with men and do all these things.
Perhaps you shouldn't take at face value exactly that we're being told the exact truth. It could possibly be that the motivation here is very self-centered, and what people often do if they have self-centered motivation is they move towards some form of altruism to cover the fact that it's actually a self-centered motivation.
Facts. Like, I really don't think this girl's doing it for her parents. I'm like, sweetheart, I feel like your parents would be able can take care of themselves, low key. That the fact that you gotta go out there and do, not only would you hone yourself before, but now you said I'm gonna hold 10 times harder. It's like, come on now. There's just no way you're just really doing this for your parents. Like, no. You're doing this for the continuous Gucci, Louis, and Dior. Like, let's just be real.
actually, I'm doing this for this noble cause, which is this, when really the cause is just she wants the money.
And what?
Man, next thing you know, it'll say OnlyFans for the animals, bro. Watch. These women, OnlyFans for climate change. OnlyFans for vets. Watch these girls get outraged with this shit. I bet you.
And so I'm just going to be super direct here. Isn't the ultimate cause here just that you want the money? And the ends of the money really are to benefit you more than anybody, right?
Ultimately, yes, the decision was based off of money. There's no.
But she's almost like trying to buy the attention of her parents.
By no means. So
like
this is what I do.
Through the support to get the attention.
But Andrew said something smart.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like it because, yeah, they squabbling now up in there. Yeah, they getting on each other's ass. That's what I like to see, man. Female accountability.
Andrew said something
regardless
smart.
Of my,
Andrew only says things that are smart.
No, I tell you what was smart that you said to a lot of girls who do it without being judgmental. It's a lot of the things you say. It's like he said, it's a coping mechanism to justify that.
Thank you, Mountain Tiger.
I completely agree. And I know it is a coping mechanism for many. Justifyingly, just simply put, I did it for myself. I'm not dragging my parents. Yes, my parents do get benefits.
You've been doing some bicep curls lately?
I've been doing a lot of workouts. I lost a lot of weight.
She have a gorgeous body.
I'm just curious about this last thing. What benefits are your parents receiving?
They get financial support.
What does that mean, though?
Oh my God. I don't think it's.
I ain't gonna lie. Fuck it. I ain't gonna lie, man. I want a number. I want a goddamn number. How much do they get? You paying rent? No, actually, don't put it in a framework. You ain't got to me exact number. Put it in a frame. You paying rent, bills? Like, what do you cover for your parents?
Important to necessarily.
Because I ain't gonna lie. If you going this hard, mom and dad better not have to pay a single bill. If you going this hard.
I give exact detail of what I'm giving them monthly.
Well, I would say, for instance, if I bought my dad a Snickers bar, that would be financial support. And then if I said, well, I give my parents financial support in order to justify a thing that I thought was immoral or that they didn't like, but hey, they're a bunch of hypocritical because after all, my dad let me buy him a Snickers bar. Wouldn't you say that that kind of support would be far different than like I pay their mortgage and take care of their bills? So I'm just asking for this distinction of like, is it to that scale or is it to the Snickers bar scale?
It is.
That's all I'm asking.
It is to the mortgage scale, and it is also to the scale of buying one of the parents' home.
Okay, yeah, she making that money, that money on. Okay, she one of them. Okay. She wanted them 10K plus a month on there. She said, I'm covering mortgages, car notes.
She get that money.
Oh, God. But your dad will never accept you again. And I'm going to be real. He's just using you for money. And, girl, when you can no longer give him money, then he'll disown you. It's going to be just as simple as that.
So one of my parents doesn't own a home, so I'm buying a home for them. Separate. For the other one, it's mortgage. And that has always been a dream for them. Yeah. And that has been a dream for me. I've never lived in a home.
So it was a dream for you. But you said that your parents would not support that if you told them that, right, that you would quit and would...
No, I'm saying...
Final point on this.
If my parents were to decide to quit or not to quit, they would absolutely not want me to continue doing this every single day. Absolutely
So it is your choice.
So it is completely my choice. And that's what I'm saying. By no means am I here to bash my own parents.
No.
That's never my intention.
Anyways.
No, your parents should try a little harder. Actually, if your parents really cared, they wouldn't even accept the money. Like, my daughter would really go up, bro. Low-key, slap that shit out of my man. Don't ever give me that dirty-ass money in your life.
Right.
Like, I'm good. I don't want the Cash App. I don't want nothing from it, man. That's you, man. Look, give that shit to a shelter or the orphans, like something. Because man, I don't want that shit. But anyway, though, man, let me know y'all thoughts and comments and all that, man. Can you deal with your daughter doing that? Would you accept the financial support? Like, man, let me know how y'all feel, man. Anyway, though, S.E.T Key Media. Sure, I might be back with more, but don't worry, I'll definitely be back tomorrow. Anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning in to continued support, man.